Today in History. Okay, it's time for our daily journey to the past.
And we have two events to share with our listeners today. But first, here is a quiz question. Which is not an artistic movement? Number 1, roundism. Number 2, cubism. Or number 3, impressionism. The question again, which is not an artistic movement? Number 1, roundism. Number 2, cubism. Or number 3, impressionism. If you know the answer, you can put it on our Bundy board or text in on your cell phone, pounder sharp 1045 for 50 or 101, depending on the length of your text. And the prize this time is a 외식 상품권.
I just tried to look up at least one of these, the example words in the dictionary right now because one of them didn't sound quite familiar to me, so I wanted to look it up.
I see.
All right, but no wonder. All right, so let's go and check out what interesting events happened on this day in the past.
Today in history. In 1839, artist Paul Cezanne was born, and in 1943, singer Janis Joplin was born.
1839년 1월 19일 프랑스의 화가 폴 세잔이 태어난 날이고요. 1943년 1월 19일은 유명한 가수죠. 제니스 조플린이 태어난 날입니다.
So today we begin the journey to the past with the life of one of the most influential painters of the 20th century.
And he was a French artist, Paul Cezanne, born on this day in 1839.
Cezanne practically made the transition from the 19th century Impressionism to the 20th century new form of art called Cubism.
Cubism. Okay, so his techniques and skills were highly admired, influencing other giants in the art world such as Matisse and Picasso.
However, many of his works were rejected during his lifetime by established galleries and critics, grabbing the attention of younger artists instead.
Oh, and among these artists were, as we just mentioned, Picasso, Matisse, as well as Edgar Degas.
In other words, Cezanne triggered what is now considered as a revolution in the art world, paving the way to modern art.
우리 전에 그 세잔느 이렇게 발음하곤 했었는데 세잔 그렇군요. Okay, so it comes as no surprise that some of the most valuable, if not priceless, paintings in the world are those of Cezanne, including the card players, and then what is it? Card players, right?
Yeah, card players. Sold in 2011.
In 2011 for $250 million.
Wow, $250 million for a painting.
That's right.
Pretty impressive.
Okay,
now we switch over to another form of art, and it is that of music, where a singer considered as one of the greatest artists of all time was born.
And she was Janis Joplin, dubbed the Queen of Rock and Roll, born on this day in 1943.
She rose to fame in the 1960s, and she was known for her performing skills. Have a listen.
Oh, honey, like you, the only man I ever wanted and I ever needed. Oh, honey, didn't I give you nearly everything I ever had to give? I tried to do it. Each time I tell myself that I think I've had enough work. I'm gonna show you, baby, that a woman can be tough. Won't you keep on?
My favorite of all time.
Oh, really?
Oh, 100% yes.
Oh,
yeah.
very unique voice
Oh,
she has
super
right there.
unique and so passionate. If you have some time to kill, you can jump on the internet and just watch old performances of Janis Joplin from back in the day, maybe at the Monterey Pop Festival or those old big concerts, and she was just, to me, electrifying.
가장 좋아하는 Janis Joplin의 노래라고 한다면 what's your favorite Janis Joplin song?
She was singing it right there. Or Me and Bobby McGee is a good one as well.
Me and Bobby McGee.
Any of them, actually. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Janis Joplin had a tremendous influence in the music scene of the 20th century as she made it possible for future female artists to pursue their artistic careers.
And while she was highly sought after by fans during the 1960s and 70s, she was reportedly said to have disliked being called a star. And of course, she passed away all too young. She's a member of the 27 Club, as they call it.
So she passed away when she was 27 years old?
Yes, exactly.
너무 빨리 빨리
Yeah.
그랬네. 네. 자, 아마 본인은 그 음악인으로 남고 스타라고 불리는 걸 좋아하지 않았다고 합니다. 음악인으로 남기를 원했다는 것 같죠? Okay, before we wrap up, let's check out today's quiz question again.
Yes, the question was, which is not an artistic movement? And the answer is number 1, roundism.
Okay.
That will do it for Today in History. We'll be back tomorrow with more from the past.